get their email, and you can use the email to get their phone number. If you only have their phone number, use their phone number to get their email, right? So that's step 1 and step 2. Step 3 is every single contact in your social media. If they are a friend, they go on the list. They go on this list if they're a friend. Everyone. If they're not a distributor, they go on the list. 100%. Every single friend. We're not there yet.
You said step 3. So
I understand, but I'm doing the points underneath the step 1. Yeah. So anyway, sorry. We're still on step 1. Everybody in your phone. Everybody in your email. Everybody on social. Okay? Everybody on social goes on the list. If they're a follower, they go on the list. If they're a friend, they go on the list. If you're connected on Twitter, they go on the list. If you're connected on Snapchat, if you're connected on Instagram, everybody, they go on the list. Got it? Now this is going to take some work. Then I want you to use this memory jogger to think of people you might have missed. And if you'll see in here, there's all these categories. It's something like 90 categories or something like that. Members of your own family. Mother and father, grandparents, children, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, cousins. All of them go on the list. Everyone. List you already have. Current address book, online contact manager, email address list, cell phone contacts, holiday cards list, wedding invitation list, child's birthday invitation list, business card list. They all go on the list. They all go inside of this active candidate list. Your closest friends, those you associate with regularly, friends and neighbors, people you work with, church members, they all go on the list. Hobby friends, hobby buddies, camping friends, dancing class friends, drawing class friends, fantasy football league friends, fishing friends, hunting friends, karate class buddies, singing class, sculpting, woodworking, workout. People who you play with, bowling, football, golf, racquetball, tennis, volleyball. Think of all these different areas. Write their names down. Those you do business with. Who does work on your car? Who's your accountant? Who's your banker? Who's your babysitter, child care provider, or somebody does it for somebody else? Who's your dentist? Who's your doctor? Who's your dry cleaner, your grocer, gas station attendant, hairstylist, housekeeper, insurance agent, lawyer, merchant, pharmacist, real estate agent, travel agent? Use that. This is all in the memory jogger download, by the way. Who's your architect? Who's your association member? Bus driver, butcher, baker, computer tech, children's friends, parents, chiropractor, club members, delivery person, FedEx or UPS driver, fireman, florist, jeweler, leasing agent, mailman, minister, pastor or their wives, pet groomer, photographer, police officer, property manager, sports teams members, your kids' teammates too and their parents, tailor, veterinarian, waitress, waiter, your favorite, water supplier, those you've associated with in the past, former coaches, former co-workers, former roommates, former teacher, former people in your hometown, previous neighbors, military cohorts, retired co-workers, schoolmates, who is your boss? Who sold you your air conditioner, your boat, your business cards, your camper, your car, your truck, your computer, your cell phone, your dishwasher, your laundry machine, equipment or supplies, fishing license, furniture, glasses, contacts, house, hunting license, refrigerator, tires or auto parts, TV or stereo, vacuum cleaner or wedding items? See where I'm going? This is work. This is deep. This is not just like wave a magic wand and have everything. Your fingers are going to be tired. You're going to go through some pens. Now, who are individuals, who do you know that are currently looking for a part-time job? Who's ambitious? Who's enthusiastic? Who's entrepreneurial? Who's a caring person? Who's a champion? Who's fun and friendly? Who's a fundraiser? Who's involved in all the charities? Just going through this, is it starting to jog some of your mind as far as, oh, wow, I forgot about that person. Empty your mind out on paper, right? Don't trust your memory. Pale ink is better than the best memory. Who's a natural leader? Who's organized? Positive thinking, self-motivated. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. And then we have all the professions. Who do you know who's an accountant, actor, advertiser, Air Force officer, architect, airline, alarm systems agent, Army officer, acupuncturist? That's just A. I'll give you the B's: baker, banking professional, barber, baseball player, basketball player, beauty salon worker, broker, builder. That's B. Let me see if there's any Z's. No Z's. Xylophone operator. Zoologist. There's got to be a zoologist. We got in the V's: valet attendant, veteran, volunteer. W's: waiter, waitress, web designer, writer. Y: yoga instructor. And then who do you know that lives in a different city than you? And then we list all the states, United States. We list all the countries. Do you know anybody that lives in Australia? Write them down. Do you know anybody who lives in the Bahamas? Write them down. You know anybody that lives in Bolivia? Write them down. Brazil, Canada, China, Costa Rica. Who do you know? Write them down. Germany, Greece, Greenland, unemployed in Greenland. Anybody remember that reference? Princess Bride. Inconceivable. So Hong Kong, I mean, it goes on and on and on. Every country in the world is listed here. So can you see the work that is ahead of you to start doing this? Every person on your phone, everybody in email, everybody on social media, and then I want you to go inside the catacombs of your mind and literally go through every single step of that memory jogger list to think of, who am I leaving out? And I want you to add them to the list. Okay, don't worry about what you're going to do with them yet. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay, skill 2. Now step 2. List everybody your contacts are associated with. Who do they know? Pull up every single friend on social and look at their friends and see who they know that you might know. I mean, if you want to go crazy with this, let's say you have 500 friends, okay? And you can go crazy this way. Let's say you have 500 friends and on social, and you write down all 500. And you go into your social media and you go click on your friend's profile, which you can do. And do we know how, can you Google search, what's the average number of friends a person has on Facebook? I'd be interested. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious. But let's just assume for a second that the average is 200 people. I think it's probably more than that. But let's say you have 500.
338.
338, let's use the actual number. Nice work. So you got 500 friends, and each of them have 338 friends on average. That's 169,000 people that you can reach. Because if you're friends with them and they're friends with somebody else, you have one point of connection to be able to say, hey, I see you're friends with so-and-so. I thought we might have something in common, so I thought I'd say hello. Would that be hard or easy? Be pretty easy. So if you got 500 friends, you have the ability to reach 169,000 people. 169,000. Now that's a lot of writing. 169,000 people, but that's just one degree of separation, right? You're connected through somebody else, and you have a way to introduce yourself because of that common third person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I want you to think about here is find out, you can go to every single one, social media make it easy for you, find out who their friends are, and you can reach out and connect with those people. And also in step 2 here, I want you to be thinking about People who have like interests and passions that you do. Let's say you're really into Jim Rohn. Here's my Leading an Inspired Life book by Jim Rohn. One of my prized possessions, this book. You want to see something cool? Look at this. I'll read it to you. It said, Eric, thanks for the friendship all these years. Friendship is wealth. You make me a rich man. Jim Rohn. Pretty cool. Let's say you're a big fan of Jim Rohn. How many Jim Rohn groups are there? How many like-minded people can you find inside of Jim Rohn's fan page that you could friend up? How many people are quoting Jim Rohn if you just use the hashtag Jim Rohn and just found those people and say, hey, I see you like Jim Rohn too, me too. Maybe we should be friends, you know, and connect with them. So let's say if it's that, that's fine. Let's say you're really into yoga. Can you find other people who are into yoga and connect and be friends with them? Let's say you're into old classic muscle cars. Could you find people that are interested in the same thing as you? And you don't even have to work on what you're going to say to each other. You can just find ways to bring value and have a fun relationship. So what I want you to do, here's your assignment. As part of this, I want you to list 10 things that you're interested in. 10 passions. Is it a sports team? Is it a hobby? Is it an activity? What is it? Is it travel? Travel where? List 10 things that you're passionate about, and then go find your people. Go find your people who are equally passionate about the things that you're passionate about. And you won't have to worry about finding something to talk about. It'll be easy, okay? So list the people that your contacts are connected with. Go to social media, find out the people that they know, find out who those people are, and then find a way to connect with them, and also list 10 passions. And all you have to do is go search for the groups and search for the communities that are likewise connected to those passions. Step 3. Step 3. This isn't just a one and done thing. You can't just write it down and it's over. This is a living, breathing thing. A person, now you got to decide if you want to do this slow and steady wins the race, or if you want to do this hardcore. I'd suggest at least for this season to go hardcore, and then you could slow down to a regular pace. Let me give you the regular pace that worked for me. Because a person told me something, said, Eric, can you add 2 people to your list every day? I'm like, well, yeah, I could probably do that. If you just raise your awareness, you can add 2 people a day. If you just raise your awareness, you'll find a way to connect with 2 people a day. Now, we're in a unique period of time right now, but when people are walking around, moving around in daily life, it's easy to find those people. People who are sitting at home, guess where we find them? Social media, online, 2 a day. Here's what I decided to do at age 25. I decided I was going to add 2 people a day, every single day, forever. Every day I woke up and I wasn't going to go to sleep until I added 2 people to my list. I introduced myself to that person, somehow got their contact information, whatever, or I went to my friend's friends, whatever, and I made sure that I had added 2 people a day. Because if you do that, that's about 700 people a year. It's about 3,500 people in 5 years. It's 7,000 people in 10 years. 7,000, not even including the people that they know. You know what's the crazy thing? I got to give you one statistic that's mind-boggling to me, or it's not mind-boggling to me now, but it was mind-boggling when I first heard it. You take the top earners in network marketing.